Hi guys, AK Rookie and welcome to a tag video. This is the throwback tag. So I thought I'd do these questions and let's see. Okay, throwback tag. Okay. What year were you born? I was born in 1981. Yeah, that makes me old as sin. Now, well, not that old, but you know. Do you have a picture of you when you were younger? Yes. What was your favourite show when you were growing up? My favourite show was probably Thundercats as a kid. Yeah, it was probably one of my favourite Thundercats. Yeah. What did you want to be when you grew up? And do you still want to be that? I wanted to be a fighter pilot, and no, I don't want to be a fighter pilot anymore. I did want to be a fighter pilot, that's what I wanted to be. But I don't have the eyesight for it, as you see all the time out of my glasses. And so yeah, so I don't want to do that anymore. Show us a video of when you were younger. There is one video I think of me when I was a kid, which is me on the Kilroy TV show. It used to be like a short talk show, was it early mornings on the BBC, before you had like your Jeremy Kyle, before you had your Ricky Lakes and things like that, and all the American ones. It was kind of that type of one. I was on there as a kid talking about dyslexia. It's a really embarrassing video, and I have actually tried to look for it online, see if I can find a copy of it. I can't. I do have a VHS copy, but it's like really terrible quality, and I don't have a VHS player, so I can't even play it and then record it on my phone to show you. But yeah, sorry, there's no video footage. What were your favourite toys to play when you were growing up? My favourite toy was probably Lego. I used to love playing with Lego. Every weekend we'd make something out of Lego, me and my brothers, and then we'd have to dismantle at the end of the weekend. But yeah, Lego was my favourite toy as I was growing up. What's the most embarrassing thing you can remember doing? God, so many to pick from. Probably one of the most embarrassing ones, I think it's probably one that everyone's done, is when you were a kid in school and you were talking and you accidentally called your teacher mum. I've done that one. Oh, that's so embarrassing. It really is so embarrassing. We used to think that you wrote when you were younger. Don't know anything to hand, but I can remember something I wrote when I was younger. It was basically, I was probably about 8 maybe, and it was about chicken pox, because I had chicken pox. I come back to school and they wanted me to basically write about it, so it wasn't very big. I even drew a little picture to go with it, and basically it was something like, I had chicken pox, I was really itchy, but I was fine, I could run around the house all day. Chicken pox is nothing. That's what I wrote. Apart from obviously the itching thing, which really actually did really itch, but I was like, it didn't. I felt fine when I had chicken pox. Apart from obviously the itchy skin and stuff, it was all good as a kid. Really good, really good. Three songs you like to listen to as a child. Michael Jackson's Bad, Michael Jackson's Thriller, and Michael Jackson's what's it called? The one with the bunny in the video. Oh god, it can kill me, can't remember. But yeah, basically it was Michael Jackson. Anything by Michael Jackson, it'd be what I listened to when I was younger. What's the funniest thing you've ever dressed up for Halloween? Because my mum and her religious beliefs, we weren't allowed to dress up for Halloween because it was considered a pagan ritual, not a Christian one. So we didn't do any of that. There was 1 year when we went to a Halloween party, which I think because my parents were part of the PTA at school, parents teachers. I think it says I don't know what it stands for actually. Parents teacher something. Parent teacher. I don't know. Yeah, never mind. But yeah, because my parents were on that, they basically had to organise it 1 year, so we had to go because we organised it. Basically, they made it a theme. Basically, you either had to be a cop or a robber, and 90% of the people turned up. There were robbers. So yeah, I got to dress up as a robber. I had a bag with swag written on it and everything. That's the only time I've ever actually dressed up for Halloween. Even as an adult, I've never dressed up for Halloween, and I might do it this year. I don't know yet, but yeah, it's the only ever time I've dressed up. So yeah. Tell us about something you remember happening as a child. I just happy as a kid. Basically, I would just wander off. Basically, we'd be like, we go and see, my dad used to do a lot of running, and we'd go and see the event he'd be running at, and basically we were standing there waiting to come past, so we all cheer if he goes past. But I just happened of wandering off, and every so often this would happen, and eventually someone would tap my mum's shoulder. Is this one of yours? Because she used to dress. So embarrassing. She used to dress us all in sort of things. So like be either the Ghostbusters like out jumpers, all the same, sort of just with just different sizes for the three of us. So we're like, oh yes, yeah, thank you. And I get returned. You know, in these days, God, what happened if I wandered off now? But yeah, back in those days, yeah, I used to do that all the time as a kid. I used to just disappear, and my mum would do like, oh. No, there was this one time. Was it? I think my dad was running, and my elder brother were running in a charity fun run type thing in Carmarthen, and basically so it was just me and my brother, and I basically needed to go to the toilet, and my mum said, well, can you hold it? And I was like, no. She was like, come on, just try to hold it. I said, okay, fine. So as soon as she turned it back, I wandered off to the toilet. I think I ended up in some sort of hotel, using the hotel's toilet, which was, I can't. And basically, I wandered off. Was it the race is finished? And I was still wandering around, just happy as Larry. And was it basically running into? I think it was one of my mum's friends at the time. And they basically no mobile phones. So then obviously they had to go then looking around Carmarthen and try to find mum and dad. And then I found him. Didn't even know my parents were looking for me at the time, and my mum hadn't even noticed I was missing. I don't think. So yeah, that used to do all the time as a child. I used to wander off. Are there anything special you've kept from when you were a child? The things I do mainly are with my parents. I mean, the main stuff I got more from was a teenager. It's all my D&D and Games Workshop type figures and board games and stuff. I still got all of them. Unfortunately, you can't play them without someone to play with, so there's no point in me having them here with me in my own place. So they're just sat in my parents' garage at the moment, just gathering dust. It's probably around, I'd say, in the time it was bought, though, if I did it all together, it's probably £1,000 worth of stuff there. And now some of them are probably, some of them are actually collectors because the moulds have been lost or destroyed. I know at least 4 of those figures are. So there's probably worth a lot more than that. I think I should probably sell them. Yeah, I'm going to sell them on eBay. What is something weird you did as a child? It's something weird that I do as a child. I still do it now. Is I talk to myself. I talk to myself all the time. I even do it when there's people around. I just start talking to myself. I tend not to do it in public, but say like when I'm at work or sat at home with people, or occasionally when I'm out, but I'll talk to myself. And it's come to the point that sometimes I start doing it in my head, and I'd have a conversation with my brother without actually talking to him, and then all of a sudden I'll start like halfway through the conversation and go, yeah, but you're wrong though, and he'll go, what? And I've done that with a couple of friends, and they've just gone, nothing, don't worry about it. But yeah, that's something weird I did as a kid, and something weird I still do now. What is the scariest thing you remember when you were younger? Yeah, this is really scary. When in my parents' house, the landing light used to be off, and it used to be fine when it was on, but as soon as you turn it off, I would see ghosts, and I can vividly remember this. Not like a ghost, you imagine as a person, but like, sort of like Pac-Man ghosts with arms stuff, but I used to see them as I was wandering down the stairs if it was dark, or wandering upstairs if it was dark, and I used to have to run. It's like, oh, they're going to get me, and I still vividly remember. I know now that was just my overactive imagination, but I can vividly remember and being freaked out about the dark for so long in my life. But yeah, that's something I can remember. Yeah, scary. That was really scary. I couldn't go to sleep with the light off or anything for ages. I think it was until I was 11 I got sent to boarding school. 12, sorry, when I got sent to boarding school, that I finally got over my fear of dark because I had no choice. How was it all different from when you were a child? Well, let's have a look. Home computers, there were home computers, but not like the scale like we've got now. There's like one in every house now. Sky television, internet. That's a big thing, was it, I've gone through dial-up internet all the way through to now what we've got, is broadband. Man, dial-up internet, how bad was that? But that was the only thing you had, when a phone call came, your internet would cut out. Mobile phones. No one had mobile phones, phone house, you have to go to a call box. I remember when I went to university, I didn't even have a mobile phone. There were mobile phones around, but I didn't have one. And I used to have to use a payphone to ring my parents every week. And now, obviously, there's, then I got a mobile phone for Christmas, I think, that year. And yeah, it was a complete brick. And I'm talking like a brick, an absolute brick. I mean, yeah, it was probably around the same size as this Lucas 8 bottle. Anyway guys, that's all the questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I tag you guys all to do this video because I got tagged something at the end of it. So everyone that watches this video, I'm tagging you. You got to do this video, and as always, guys, have fun.